Oh, yeah. Happy Monday. What's going on? Hey, Danny. Everybody say yeah. 'Cause the best things in life are free. Tel Aviv. Welcome, Brazil. Hey, Bill. Stop. Stop. Hey, what's going on? It's 9 a.m. on the West Coast. Tony time. You got it, man. Happy Monday morning to you all. So good to see you all here in virtual land. All my friends are already awake, and that makes me really happy because I can see all the comments as they go. Jack's here. Dave, Steve, Dino. Hey. We got you guys going all over. See, this is wonderful. I can see you all in one special place. So we got a special guest today. That's my good friend Howard Paul. He's a luthier. He makes guitars. Very good ones. They're called Benedetto guitars. But besides that, Howard's a great guy. My friend. Great guitarist. And, I'm trying to bring out different people so that we can kind of experience the industry. Hey, Sean, good morning. Tristan, nice to see you. Thank you, everybody. This is great. All right, so I was feeling like playing this song called Mimosa. I think you might enjoy it. I'm going to put it in a Brazilian feel here. Let's get a tempo here. This will be a little bit on the softer side. See? Can't always be full blast. Gustavo. It's Jason Bing's birthday. Hey, Fabian. Studio fade. Yeah, George Benson, Jimmy Smith, and Mimosa. So we're going to keep the phone on charge somehow. I used up all the batteries this morning. So we're going to play a tune without the drum machine, huh? Or, better yet, we'll just turn right on to our Casio and play something. So I'm kind of in this groove today. I just kind of feeling like grooving a little bit, you know what I'm saying. A lot of people request for original tunes that I record, so this one's going to be Indonesian Night. So let's find a beat here on the pop. Okay, we're going to find it. I think the jazz funk is the best here. I kind of like it. Where is it? Maybe I'm in the wrong category. Here we go. Jazz traditional. There we go. I had the wrong category. My fault. My bad, as they say. So this is a little song called Indonesian Nights. It'll be in a similar key, just a little different sound. Let's get this beat right here. Sorry, my phone is dead. I don't know what happened to that. Here we go. Watch this. This is cool. Just tap it right on in. If you want to gauge it up just a hair. Thanks, Guy. Hey, Bill. Hey, Michael. Hey, Andre, thank you. Yes, sir. Matthew. Add a little bit of fuzz. Drum genius. But this is the Casio drums. Yeah, that was Dream. Thank you, Jim. Indonesian Nights. Yeah. I wrote that song after flying my first trip all the way over to Jakarta, Indonesia to play this wonderful festival. And, hey, thanks, Matthew. Well, I'm trying to multitask, keeping my brain young. See, this is my secret to longevity and youth. I just keep going. Matthew's going to be our guest. I love Matthew Kaminsky. He's here. I don't know what day it is, Matthew. I don't even know what today is. It's just day because the sun's on the window over there. But we're all locked down in our houses. And that's okay because they say this is the best thing to do. So my friends and supporters, they say, let's stop the COVID-19 by suggesting you stay at home, relax, listen to some B3 every day. So, yes. See, Matthew, with a click of a mouse, I am the commander of my fleet, my ship fleet. I'm a me, myself, and I'm a legend in my own mind. We don't need a fleet. Oh, happy everybody. I'm happy to be alive and healthy. Dealing with life's problems on life's terms, that's okay. We do our best. That's what we got to do, right? Everybody's got a piece. So this is my website. You can buy music. Remember those things called CDs? Remember albums? Well, we still have CDs and we send them out autographed. And yes, they're at the good old 20 years ago price. See? That's amazing. But if you go to my calendar, you can buy groups. Come into groups because there's no more live gigs, unfortunately. We're going to talk about this soon. And that's what my interview purposes are. So you see my calendar is full. It's because I'm a legend in my own mind. I created a bunch of groups, and it seems like everybody's happy. On Saturday, we've got hand separation group that all keyboard players can take. It's only $10, and it's all recorded. Members will tell you. They come back, so they must be getting something. It's hard to split our hands, and that's what I do. When I play the organ, I have to split my left hand and my right hand, and I do it and talk, as Matthew says. And I make a lot of mistakes, too, Matthew. That's why I'm live. I'm trying to perfect hiding them, because we all make mistakes, right? Or errors, I like to call them. See, the difference between, I have a theory. The difference between an error and a mistake. Okay. A mistake is when knowingly you continue to do the same thing over and again. That's a mistake. An error is when you honestly go for it. Now, you could repeat something a few times before you have to realize that there's part of that error that's a mistake. But, man, I think when you're going for something, you might as well just go for it. If you missed a group session, no problem. I sell them. Backsell. Resell. Brian's was killing. Brian Charette on Saturday. Matthew Kaminsky's going to be here on our show. Anyhow, enough about my website. How about just a little bit more music before I bring on the great Howard Paul? I'm just feeling like playing. So, The Good Life. Wow, let me play that. Sometimes I like to revisit ballads and put my own spin on it, because that's part of being an artist is, playing it the way maybe you might like to play it. So I'm going to play The Good Life a little differently, just because I'm going to play it my way. I'm not going to try to play it the way the great Don Patterson did. Not that that's not one of the lifelong all-time achievements of beautiful arrangements. Although I must say that I think his Starry Night, to me, and my humble, whatever that is, Starry Night by Don Patterson is just, I don't know, God was in the room, I suppose, on that day. Definitely. So So here's my version of It's the Good Life. And it'll be different, so don't expect it to be the same. That's the idea here. Hey, Lars. Darlene. That's my today's version of The Good Life. You see, I practice to try to learn and develop a relationship with the song. And then when I play it, it's not the song that I'm playing, but rather the relationship that I have. And just to take a moment, just like any relationship takes time, have to develop trust. And in this situation, it's trust in your ability to move about in the harmony, right? Because, hey, look, Howard thinks I forgot him, so let's just take him on in. Howard. Hey. Howard.
Hey, Tony.
You thought you thought
opening us up. I didn't mean to call you.
Oh, that's okay. Listen, I was just getting ready to call you anyhow. I was telling everybody about how when I play music, and we might as well start our conversation right there, how it's not just the song that we're playing, but it's a relationship with the song and the music. And, so I was just explaining that I just did a different version of a song that Don Patterson recorded that was a famous song Frankie did called It's the Good Life,
Beautiful. It's a beautiful arrangement.
Yeah.
And a great tune. I think we played that before, maybe.
Yeah, well, today I played like my own skew of it, And I was explaining that, to be an artist means you don't have to paint the picture the same way every time. I think sometimes we get pigeonholed into that the performance. People expect us maybe to be a certain way, So, so glad to see you, Howard. How's everything down in Savannah?
Well, it's great to be here. It's pretty stormy last 15 hours or so.
Yeah.
Had major thunderstorms coming through and a ton of rain. But that washes away the pollen and brings down the temperature, so at least we've got good weather.
So we're not complaining about that, at least, huh?
Not complaining about the weather, and of course everything is closed here.
Yes.
And this week would have been the Savannah Music Festival would have been running for about 15 days or so.
Uh-huh.
And what's today, Tuesday? And so I would have been attending a concert tonight and then driving up to South Jersey.
Yeah, right.
Tomorrow, so we could play together on Thursday.
Oh, that's right. We were supposed to play Thursday in Jersey.
That's right.
God, the whole reality has changed, hasn't it? Everything.
It sure has.
It's off my radar. Wasn't even thinking about it.
But we're going to find a way to reschedule that and do it again.
That's going to be nice, right? I like to play. I miss playing with you live.
Well, we've had a lot of fun over the years.
Well, we won't tell them how much. But every time I get together with you, I always I always forget half the trip. So
That's not my fault. Maybe half of it's forgettable. I don't know.
Well, we always have a great time. So how's the music scene now? I mean, I know everything's dead, but what's going on? What's going on with Benedetto? What are you doing with your life right now, Howard?
Well, so as you can, I'll give you kind of the 30,000-foot view. Manufacturing world and the MI business, things are pretty frightening out there right now. And they actually have been a little frightening for a long time. We've seen for months all these reports about a great economy and booming business and a big rosy picture for everything. and that's never really true in the music industry, as you know. Um, Musicians are always struggling. Manufacturers are always trying to balance between making instruments and inventorying instruments and distribution of music stores and trying to get things in the right places, that people want, and how do you market it? And it's a really complicated industry that's changed dramatically with the advent of online sales and web stores and big box retailers and consolidated manufacturers and private equity owners. All that stuff has made the music industry a really difficult industry for many years.
Yeah.
So really, since the recession, I don't think truly the entire industry has caught up with itself since the recession. And from a manufacturing perspective, my approach to dealing with that was to stay small and really focus on exactly what we do, which is build the world's greatest jazz guitars by hand
Mm-hmm.
in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And everything is about quality and tradition.
Mm.
So now, when in 2008, when we got caught in the recession, I had a big inventory and a lot of employees, and was selling to retail music stores who stopped taking their orders and started dumping their inventory of guitars, which depressed the prices of everything. And I decided at the end of that exercise not to put myself in that situation again.
I see.
So today we're a small company, 10 people. We make about 100 instruments a year. That's it. They're all made by hand. We sell direct to customers only. We don't go through retail stores. We are very careful about how we manage our internet presence, and we take care of every customer like it's a family member. And so while we are certainly affected by this whole coronavirus thing, my hope is that maybe we're a little bit more inoculated to it because we didn't try and grow our way into prosperity after the last big economic downturn.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now that said, there's not a jazz guitarist in the world that's out there gigging right now.
Yeah, but thank God your market was not built just on that market. Your market is the refined person that is looking for the finest guitar for a collection for a lifetime. In addition to the great musicians
In
that
addition to
are,
the great musicians, and then they're all guitars a little. I used to think guitars were completely different than like a B3 player. In that guitar players
Mm-hmm.
a Telecaster for one kind of music, they have to have a lot of variety of genres that they're asked to play.
Right.
So guitarists all have been accustomed to acquiring a lot of instruments and buying cheap instruments at first and working their way up. And then at some point, they reach a level of playing and they reach a level of hopefully where they're getting the kinds of gigs that they really want to play. And they get rid of some of their collection and they invest the money in a really, really fine instrument. And that's kind of where we come in. Even for, gigging types of players, at some point, until they're hurt, they get kind of a so I used to think B3 players were like that too, but and none of these guys that are on here now are B3 players. I don't know any of them that have really
We got to have a few because they break down,
they break down. I've got one that gives to you, and before you know it, your house is filled with with organs in different states of repair.
Oh, yeah.
Repair.
Yeah. Hey, let's just tell everybody the true story, but we'll have to keep it, in in the airwaves version of how we first came about, how we met, because that's the greatest story of all. It sets the tone for the rest. I think you should tell your version because my version, God only knows.
Your version is still hazy. Benedetto had built a Pat Martino model guitar. You were on the road with Pat at the time, and we had gone through a couple of different versions of this instrument, and I think it was maybe the third or fourth version of the Pat Martino model as we were refining it to his unique tastes and style. And so Pat invited me up to the Iridium
Yeah.
to hear him play, and I think I might have even brought a guitar with me. Maybe I was picking up an old version that we were loaning to him and bringing the new Pat Martino prototype.
We were at the Iridium, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, he was funding Pat's new projects. Yeah, yeah. God, the name slipped. Daryl Brzezinski, great Daryl. Uh-oh.
And Pat was there, and Joe Pesci came in.
There you go. Remember? Gentlemen. As we all went over to Johnny's place at Birdland at the end of the night. Uh-oh. It was a limousine, I remember. I got to ride in Joe Pesci's BMW. It was really nice. Or Mercedes, black. I just remember it was black. It was night, coming out of a club. And a couple drivers. It was fun.
Iridium, and we were having a good time at the Iridium.
Yeah.
But they were closed at that point, and Joe Pesci has decided they're going to open up for him.
There you go.
So we can all go in and have drinks and have a good time. And so he's knocking on the door, and nobody's opening the door for Joe Pesci, and then he's pounding on the door. And, he was being Joe Pesci.
It was great, right?
Joe Pesci, dressed, the way Joe Pesci is dressed.
It was surreal, man. That's all I remember.
Son of a bitch, we're coming in right now. And so, of course, the staff sees, Goodfellas out front and unlocks the door and lets us in, and we all go downstairs, and we have our own private party in Birdland.
That was a great party, I remember. How can you forget that?
At some point, I think it was 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Joe Pesci, Joe Pesci, maybe it was Pat, asked if I had seen you. And Joe Pesci asked if I had seen his driver. I hadn't seen either one of you. So they sent me out to find you guys. And you guys were hanging out outside and having a pretty good time. As I recall, Joe Pesci had to drive his
driver home. That was all my fault, too.
So that's how we got acquainted.
Oh,
and
shoot.
It's been downhill from there.
Oh, my. I love you so much, Howard. You're looking great, man. So you want to play a song for us?
Well, I don't know if I could.
You're allowed to or pass. It doesn't matter. I put you
Uh,
on the spot. Sorry about that. I should have told you ahead
yeah,
of time.
if we had an interface to do it together, I'd love to do that.
Okay.
I don't really. Uh, I mean, I can show you kind of what we do here and talk about a guitar if that's, and maybe play a couple notes if that's okay.
Oh, hey Tate, let's make it. Yeah, let's just do that
Yeah.
real quick.
So this is what I'm sitting in my office. So right now you're looking at the wall behind me, which is Benedetto guitars, and on the back wall over there, you'll see all the guitars that are available for purchase right now. My camera's, it's going to take a little while for me to catch up to what I'm looking at right now, and I'll grab a guitar off the wall.
Man, look at all those guitars.
And so
Oh, yeah, it's coming out.
they're supposed to be tuned at the factory. So this guitar is a carved 16-inch, one of a kind. It's called a 16B model, but it's a little unique because it's got a Florentine cutaway, a built-in B6 pickup, and some wood binding. And I don't know how it's coming out because I'm not listening.
Oh, I hear it real good. I'm checking it out. Beautiful.
What Benedetto is really famous for is kind of that clarity, no matter where you're playing.
Oh.
It's just perfectly balanced and intonated,
Yeah.
no matter what string. And when you're playing chords, you can kind of hear every note
Yeah.
in the chord.
Bravo. Wow, that was beautiful, Howard.
Thanks, Tony.
Hey, man, I sold out of the record that we did together. Matthew Kaminsky says hi. He's on the line.
Hey, Matthew, how you doing?
And what's the name of it? It's what's the name of? You got a copy nearby? We got to show them.
I must have one here. Let's see.
I just want to show them real quick before I say goodbye, so maybe they can look it up. I like our playing together because it's very traditional organ, and we went off the approach of Jimmy and Wes together, and I love the picture. Has Howard's guitar on top of my organ.
Copies. I'll send you some copies. I don't.
I'll put them
see it
up.
here
I'll
in my
put them up
office.
on the site when I get them. Okay.
Yeah, it's called.
Further Adventures.
Well,
No.
yeah, maybe I have a copy here.
Well, look at you.
No.
Darn it. Oh well.
Yeah, it's. I think it may be called New Adventures. Or Further
New Adventures for yeah. Well, I love you, man. Thank you so much for being with me, man.
Thanks so much for having me, and I'll send you some copies of that so you can have them, and I'll post a picture of it on my page so you can grab it.
Sounds good. So I'm either
right.
going to see you at the end of May, if that even happens down there, or I'll see you sometime soon when we
We'll
reschedule
put
Jersey.
together a schedule, and I'm looking forward to playing the trio plus Richie Cole. We'll do that.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Going to reschedule that.
Okay, sounds great, Howard. I love you. Take care.
Thanks, brother. Talk to you soon.
Thank you, Howard. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Bye. Howard Paul, everybody. Great guy. Just a great guy. Well, today, since we're going to let the old cell phone recharge, I just did too much searching today. So excited about all these things. Just going to play. Just going to rip. All right? before we all leave, I want to see all of you put your buttons. Get ready, because my good friend from Columbus, Ohio, when I see him, I'm celebrating him because of this. I like to see the hearts and the, what do you call them, the thumbs up. And we're going to sing Jason Bing, wish him a happy birthday as we take it on out. Hey, everybody, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jason. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. One more, everybody. Happy birthday to Jason Bing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jason Bing. Bing, Bing. Happy birthday. We're going to be back tomorrow at noon. God bless you all.